switch in Owen?
I thought we were switching in Jared.
Shit, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, so you're coming in doing commentary? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to switch in Jared.
We can do a set. We can do it like.
Okay.
We can do the second set and then we can come back.
Okay.
So I think. That kid got nailed.
Wait, are those lacrosse players?
Lucas, the libero today is Sophia Acker.
Which one?
For us, 11. The thing is, she's a sophomore, but I don't remember her from last year. Maybe she's new.
Wait. She's not listed as the libero.
Yeah, but she's wearing the libero jersey.
Oh, shit.
I got it. I mean, that's got to be her, right?
It has to be.
Because Ethan said he went to the game earlier, and
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Cousins Gymnasium. We are JumboCast. This is our first broadcast of the season, so thank you for joining us. Tonight we are covering the 6-3 Tufts Jumbos hosting the 8-0 Bowdoin Polar Bears. Both teams 2-0 in the NESCAC conference, so we have got an important NESCAC action coming right at you tonight. My name is Owen Finnegan, here with my friend and co-host Lucas Pyle. Lucas, what can you tell us about today's game? Who should we be looking out for?
Well, I think for Tufts, one of their most important players, Bridget Bell, a junior outside hitter, had a good game in a 3-1 loss in their last game at home against Endicott with 15 kills. She's certainly the player to look out for Tufts. As for Bowdoin, their rookie of the year last year, Kate Kaiser, she certainly looks like a good player. And Bowdoin this year have incredibly only lost one set. They're undefeated, have won all their games 3-0 apart from one that was 3-1. So that should be an important thing to see. Can they keep that streak going? Yeah,
pretty remarkable statistic there. Bowdoin only dropping one set so far this season, coming off a 15-10 season last season. So, you know, maybe not the results they were hoping for, a lot of losses, but as Lucas just told us, a lot of young talent on that team. Of course, last year in this matchup, didn't face each other in the conference tournament, but faced each other in the regular season. Tufts coming away with a 3-2 win for Tufts. So that was a early season win. Just about 3 seconds until player announcements here. So we'll take a break and come back after the national anthem. So stay tuned, folks. Alrighty, so starting lineups for both teams announced. They're meeting at the net for some high fives. And I don't know about you, Lucas, but I'm excited for some volleyball.
I'm definitely excited. You know, it should be a great game. One thing to point out is that both of these teams last weekend played against Colby and Bates away, and both of these teams won those games 3-0 on the road. So although they have different overall records, against similar opponents, they did exactly the same. So it should be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, good storylines for both teams. You know, Tufts is sort of the established dominating force in the NESCAC, obviously 10-0 last season. Bowdoin's sort of the up-and-coming, promising team with, you know, a lot of things to prove, you know. So they're at Tufts home court, and should be an exciting game for both sides. Taking the court for Bowdoin is Kate Kaiser, and unsurprisingly, the senior captain, Sydney Soleil. Playing libero is Lisa Sheldon. She just had an incredible season last season. Looks like there's two number 9s, Lucas. Oh, just kidding. That's a 3. Caroline Flaherty. Usual faces for the Jumbos with a little bit of a mix-up for libero is number 11, Sophia Acker, is playing libero for the Jumbos today. Usually won't see that. Freshman Sophia Paul getting ready to serve for Bowdoin. She is a fantastic server, 18 service aces on the season so far. Furash is going to serve this one up for Nwangpa, and that's going to be out of bounds. First point goes to Bowdoin.
A good start for Bowdoin. Just overhit there by Nwangpa.
Here's Paul again. Back of the court. Furash to Bell this time. And Bell finds in bounds to tie the game up, 1-1.
Yeah, good smash there by Bridget Bell, finding the space.
That was Lucas's player to look out for, was Bridget herself, and she gets ready to serve here. Middle of the court serve, that's going to be attempted kill by Sydney Saleh. And it's going to graze off the Tufts defender, and Bowdoin's going to take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, at first look, it looked like she had completely overhit it, but good call there by the official to spot the Tufts deflection.
The other captain, Lisa Sheldon, serves up a serve to Acker, and that's going to be saved by Gray. Hit over mostly harmlessly. Kaiser sends that one over. Here's Furash to Nwangpa again, and Nwangpa never wanted to hit it out of bounds 2 times in a row. Gets a point to even the score at 2-2.
Yeah, good rally there. Back and forth, but Tufts taking advantage. And a good kill there by Nwangpa. He goes out of the game after that one.
And so from Bowdoin's libero to Tufts libero, Sophia Acker gets ready for the serve. Sophomore from California sends it to Sheldon. Tough set for Paul, that was. Furash's captain Stewart. That's a good dig by King. Acker sort of an awkward dig there. Bell's going to have to serve it over from the midline. That was Abrams there, blocked by the Tufts defenders. And some frustration there from Acker. Wasn't able to dig the ball out there. Grazed off for 4 harms and way out of bounds. Bowdoin is in the lead, 3-2.
Well, I think as we were talking about before, we thought this was going to be an even game, and it's looking like it so far. Yes, early days, but we see in these rallies back and forth, right at the net as well.
Right, and remember last season went to 5 sets as well, so we wouldn't. Neither of us would be surprised if that happened today. Kaiser's going to serve that one into the net. Frustration from her there, and that's going to even the score at 3-3. Of course, Kate Kaiser was the NESCAC Rookie of the Year last year. That was that young talent that Lucas was talking about early.
I think that's her 13th service error of the year.
Now serving for the Jumbos is Ariel Zedrick, a freshman. She's going to serve that one out of bounds. So Polar Bears and Jumbos just trading blows early.
Yeah, that's definitely something that they're going to want to cut out. Both teams' service errors, just gifting the other team a point.
Talented junior Caroline Flaherty from Florida serves it to Bell. Zedrick's going to set that one up for Mackenzie Bright. Point's going to go to Mackenzie Bright as Bowdoin was unable to corral that ball. Yeah, Mackenzie Bright, of course, one of the co-captains for the Jumbos along with Maddie Stewart.
I think Lisa Sheldon, the libero, could have done a little bit better there. Didn't seem like as powerful a shot.
Another freshman, Kate Dessler, serving for the Jumbos there. It's going to be served up to Flaherty. Strong, but dug out by Zedrick. Here comes Bell. She just taps it over. Good save by Paul, and a beautiful point by the Polar Bears there. Good reaction time by Paul.
Definitely. Bridget Bell just wasn't able to get the ball in time to get enough power, so she had to go for a little dink shot. Didn't pay off.
Here's Abrams with the serve, Danielle Abrams. And that's going to be way out of bounds, so some service trouble early for Bowdoin. Heather Holtz sort of really hit her stride in the second half of last year's season, getting ready to serve for the Jumbos. It's going to be Flaherty sending it over. Here's Zedrick, difficult set. And Bright kills a little bit too strong, went out of bounds. Bowdoin again takes the lead, 6-5.
I'm not sure if one team has scored 2 consecutive points.
I don't think so. Tufts has yet to be in the lead, but Bowdoin has not had a lead greater than 1. Sophomore defensive specialist Emily King sending the ball to Acker. That's going to be out of bounds, and that was a tough dig by Acker, just not set up very well, and Bright was forced to make a difficult shot, send it out of bounds.
It's a clever idea from Mackenzie Bright, trying to switch the direction of the shot there, but just couldn't get it.
Acker, tough dig again. Deliberation between the refs is going to call it out of bounds, and Tufts looks like they don't agree with it. Bridget Bell trying to calm her teammates down, and Bowdoin pulling away for the first time in this game. King, her 3rd consecutive serve. Served up Zedrick to Nwangpa, absolutely rejected by, I believe, Sydney Saleh, the senior. Saleh at a tall 6'1". That's going to be the tallest player on the court at any time today.
That was a fantastic block.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you don't see Nwangpa get blocked like that too often.
So she's got such a powerful smash.
Bell trying to find the middle of the court, but it's going to be dug out. Nwangpa tipped it. Going to have to send this one. Great middle serve, but that's going to be dug out by King. There's Paul again.
Got a nice rally going.
Here's Bell. Longest rally of the day here. Here comes Paul. Yeah, saw that one coming. She's going to be a tough one to block when she gets geared up like that. So Nwangpa and, I believe Holtz, try as they might, that ball's going to sneak through. Not Holtz, Bright, excuse me.
I believe that's 5 unanswered points right now. Tufts just need to get themselves back into the game.
Yeah, shout out to King for some great serves here. And a great dig there, wow.
Oh, clever shot. And then again.
Acker, good dig there. Here's Bell. Served over to the Jumbo side. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Bell again, middle of the court. King's going to hit that one up. Here's Paul. Close, but out of bounds. Tufts is going to be thankful to have that point.
Yeah, I think that's the break that Tufts needs. Now they can, have the chance to serve the ball. And as we know in volleyball, having the ball, having the ability to serve is so important.
And one of the more talented servers for the Tufts team, Rachel Furash, the junior, getting ready to serve it up. Line drive. And that's going to be Saleh.
Nice dig.
Good dig by Acker. Oh, a miscommunication again. That was between Dessler, the freshman, and the captain, Stewart, resulting in a point for the Polar Bears to make it 11-6. Paul serving again. Sort of a floater to Dessler. Oh, beautiful feint by Tufts there. They set it up. It looked like it was going to be Stewart. Ended up being Bell, and she finds the back of the court for a point.
And now for Tufts, it's just about consistency, because when they get the sets right and they get the kills on point, when they're doing fine, it's just about getting into a good rhythm.
Bell with the serve. Here's Flaherty getting rejected. Stewart is amped up about that one. I think the Jumbos needed that for their motivation. Flaherty, of course, one of the 3 returning all-NESCAC players from last year. You don't see her get rejected very often either.
Yeah.
Bell into King. That's up for Flaherty again. Dessler's going to take care of it. Dessler with the kill attempt. Point goes to Tufts. Beautiful way to find the edge of the court there by Dessler.
Yeah, great shot there from Dessler. Making amends from a previous error.
Dessler, one of the several California natives playing today.
Good block.
Yeah, taking care of Sally's attempted kill there. Stewart taps it over. Here is Paul. Scratch, tap it up to Dessler again. This is going to be a tough one. And no good for the Polar Bears. So Dessler 2 points in a row. Good looks from the freshman.
Fan seeming to get in the way a bit there.
Tufts on a little bit of a run here, but Bowdoin is going to remain up by a point. And Bell gets ready for her, I believe, third consecutive serve. King to Kaiser. There's Flaherty again. Nwangpa frustrated, couldn't get her hands on it correctly, couldn't square it up, and Bowdoin's going to pull ahead by 2.
And Bowdoin really needed that because Tufts were on a 5-1 run there. And now Bowdoin have the ball back.
I'll tell you, this Bowdoin offense runs through Sheldon, the libero. Speaking of which, Sheldon gets ready to serve. It's a soft one to Bell. Dessler again, and that's going to be a point. Abrams couldn't block it, blocked it into the net, so 3 points for Dessler early.
Really nice setup there for Dessler. Had a lot of time. She could get a lot of power behind that kill.
Sharp play from both teams so far, but Bowdoin remains ahead by 1. Tufts has yet to take a lead. This is Acker with the serve. There's Flaherty, strong kill again. Stewart's going to elect to tap it over. Bowdoin takes care of it. It's going to be Paul from the middle line. Acker again, we got ourselves a rally here. If they can take care of Bell's kill, they do. Paul, same play, into the net. Point is going to go to Tufts, and that was a long one to tie it up.
7-2 right now, run right now for Tufts to respond to the Polar Bears' earlier 5-0 run.
Acker getting ready again. King to Kaiser to Abrams. Point's going to go to the Polar Bears. That was a quick point, beautiful set by Kaiser to Abrams there. Polar Bears remain up by 1 as Kaiser gets ready to serve. Of course, Kaiser, another one of those all NESCAC members from last year. Kaiser to Bell. Beautiful play by Heather Holtz there. That was a quick one.
Great
you don't
shot.
always need to gear up. Sometimes you just need to get it over.
I think both teams have tried those sort of shots where they're not winding up. They're just doing like a quick little shot, try to catch out the opposing team's defense.
So 13-13 in the first set. Hasn't been a lot of substitutions from either team so far. The freshman Ariel Zedrick from Peoria, Illinois, serves it up. Kaiser to Abrams again. They like that, but Abrams goes into the net, and that's going to give Tufts the lead for the first time in this set.
They've responded really well to falling behind early. Tufts showing great character, getting back into this game.
Zedrick, her second serve. Kaiser to Flaherty this time. That's going to be a point Bowdoin as it grazes off the hands of Heather Holtz trying to block it. Tied at 14. Back and forth, back and forth.
As we expected.
Yeah. Flaherty, she's having herself a game. Standing serve. This Holtz.
Oh,
Excuse me, that was Mackenzie Bright. Wonderful shot from Mackenzie Bright. She's been one of the people that has impressed me since her freshman year. Her and Bell.
Yeah, that was a great shot to see the open space, see where the Bowdoin defense wasn't.
That's Dessler sending it out of bounds, not what the Jumbos needed, and that's going to tie the set at 15.
Well, right now, Tufts has more kills than Bowdoin, winning 9-6, but they also have more attack errors.
Up to Bell. It's going to be saved by Flaherty. And that's Ashley Williams getting some run, the sophomore, for the first time today, but sends it out of bounds for Tufts to get the point and the lead.
See the Tufts coach, Cora Thompson, getting really animated over there, while the Bowdoin coach, Aaron Caddy's very calm on the other side.
And again, motivation killer as Heather Holtz sends it into the net to tie it up at 16.
Another service error for Tufts.
Yeah, errors have been killer for the Jumbos today. Emily King, the Midwest native out of Apple Valley, Minnesota, getting ready for her serve. It's a standing serve, a little bit of a knuckleball. give Bowdoin the advantage. Here's Kaiser. That's Williams. Way out of bounds from the attempted save by Zedrick.
Zedrick nearly got there. Stuck out her right arm.
So 17 points for Bowdoin, and number 17 getting ready to serve, Emily King again. A little bit more spin on this one. Here's Nwangpa. Ooh, tried to get a little too cute with it and ended up not getting enough to get it over the net. Bowdoin by 2.
I'm not sure if she misjudged her jump or if she was trying to go for a little dink, but now Bowdoin have regained their lead, now up by 2.
Yeah, so first time out this set. Just been a back and forth battle between these two teams. You know, we knew it was going to be evenly matched, but we didn't quite expect this evenly matched.
Yeah, and I think Tufts right now, it's just the errors at the moment. Some service errors, attacking errors as well. And if they clean those up, I think they'll take more advantage in this game.
Yeah, you know, the serving hasn't been great on the Tufts side, despite the number of talented servers they've had. I think they've only been able to string together 3 consecutive points by Bridget Bell minutes ago. So they're going to need some stronger serving to string together the runs that they need to get the motivation. But not much time left in this first set. Bowdoin only needs 7 more points. Tufts 9. And we're going to see some similar faces from both teams here. We've got Paul, Sheldon, Saleh, so both captains on the court. Emily King putting together a nice string of serves here. Flaherty as well, along with Kaiser. So all-star Bowdoin lineup right now. They're not playing any games. They want to win this set. Here's King again. Tufts has had a little bit of trouble with her serves. Bright's going to try and tap it over, and she does. Attempted save by, I believe, Paul. It was. Goes out of bounds.
Well, at the moment, Mackenzie Bright is getting it done on the offensive end for Tufts. I think she's gotten at least 2 of the last 3 points for them.
Yeah, I just love watching Bright play. Furash with the serve. It's a good one. Oh, wow, what a kill from Saleh there, showing why she's captain.
Saleh has a lot of power behind those strikes.
Yeah, Tufts
behind those spikes.
Didn't really stand a chance there. Here's Paul to serve. Put together a good string of serves in the beginning of the set. 19-17, Bowdoin by 2. Here's Bell, not playing any games, sends it right at Paul's shoestrings to cut the lead to 1.
Bridget Bell responding well to Saleh's massive strike. She responds with one of her own.
Yeah, one thing about Bridget Bell, of course, friend of the program, member of JumboCast, is she does not like losing in anything. So if Tufts is down, she's going to look to change that. Here she is with the serve. Handled well by King. Here's Flaherty, rejected by the captain, Maddie Stewart. Flaherty again, slowing it down. Here's Stewart. Stewart, I'm not sure if that was a mishit or if she just didn't know the amount of touches that Tufts already have, but that's going to be 4 touches violation on Tufts to make it 20-18. In fact, the current year.
Well, there we go.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Captain Sheldon with the serve. It's a soft one to Acker. Furash sets it up for the sophomore. Oh, and a great dig by King. Nwangpa strong. No problem for Sheldon, though. Paul Nwangpa quick.
Oh, there we go.
Quick to spike it back, and it was a tough play for Abrams there. Tufts sneaks away with the point, 20-19.
Nwangpa hasn't had the greatest of starts to the game, but that was a big play to get Tufts within 1.
Yeah, Nwangpa, terrific defensive player, one of the tallest players on the Tufts team.
Tufts fans trying to get into the game as well, chanting.
Yeah, full house today. I like to see it. Flaherty tipping it over. Ref blows the whistle, and I believe it's going to be a net violation on Bowdoin. It is. Tying it up 20-20.
Yeah, good call there by the ref. Spot on.
I think these are some new ref uniforms. I don't think they had these last year.
They look nice and flashy.
Yeah, they look pretty sharp.
Is that a badge on the uniform as well?
Oh, fancy. I like it. Tied here, 20-20. Oh.
I think that was it.
Oh, all right. Came out to the ref's decision. Point is going to go to Tufts. Credit where credit is due from Flaherty. That was a beautifully placed ball.
It looked like it hit the line.
I know. I don't know. Point goes to Tufts, though, although there's celebration on both ends there.
Both sides think it was their point.
Acker, another serve. Out of bounds. Acker, I believe that's her second serve out of bounds today to tie it up 21-21.
Oh, it's going neck and neck into the, who's going to get to 25 first. Of course, the set's win by 2, but.
Yeah, win by 2 rules, so this could be, we could be looking at some bonus volleyball here. But not if Kaiser has something to say about it. She serves it up to Acker. Furash with the set. No dice for Tufts there.
Great dig.
Paul from the midline.
Oh, no.
Acker not sure what she was doing there. Good save by Bell. And Holtz is going to send it over.
Okay, here we go.
Kaiser, nice set. Ooh. Tipped over, dug out by Dessler. That was bright there. Going to be way in the stands. Point Tufts. Well fought, well earned.
That was a great point. Back and forth, back and forth. Some great defensive plays by both teams. And in the end, Tufts gets the point and take a big step forward to possibly getting this first set win.
Yeah, 22-21. Still a close set. I believe Zedrick with the serve. Lofts it in. Oh, great shot again from, I believe that was Flaherty. She's had some beautiful kills this round. Proving why she's an all-NESCAC player.
There we go.
Flaherty, a junior out of Florida, getting ready for the serve. To Acker. Zedrick to Bright. Almost had it. Good save. That's Abrams rejected by Holtz. Oh, and a miscommunication on the Bowdoin side to give Tufts the lead.
Yeah, surprising there. Miscommunication from the libero, the number 5, Lisa Sheldon.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of those from Bowdoin, perhaps because of the 2 seasoned vets that they have out there, Sheldon and Saleh. But that was a critical one right there.
Good set.
It's Kaiser to Abrams. Abrams sends it way back to Dessler. Dessler a little bit of an awkward set. Bright takes care of it. Sheldon digs it out. Kaiser up to Williams. This is going to be a tricky one for Tufts here. Bell's just going to elect to send it over harmlessly. Bowdoin takes advantage. They do. Well done by Ashley Williams, taking care of the Tufts mistake.
Well, Sophia Acker, just had no chance there. Such a powerful shot right at her.
Late timeout from Bowdoin, and it's going to be Bowdoin up 1 at 23-22. Not much has changed since the last timeout.
No, it's
I think it was 6-6.
Yeah, such a tight game.
Yeah, not many mistakes from Bowdoin in this last stretch. There was that one miscommunication, but other than that, have been playing very strong. Honestly, can say the same about Tufts. They had that one terrific point where it looked like the ball was going out of bounds, but Bell managed to save it. Strong kills. Yeah. Bowdoin meeting them at the net quite well. Abrams really hitting her stride late in this first set. Not much to say. Both teams are slugging it out. It's a slugfest out here in Cousins Gymnasium today, folks.
Yet to see an ace from the serve. We've seen more service errors, but no ace yet.
Yes, surprising considering how many times Sophia Paul has served. She's 18 on the season.
Wow.
Through 8 games.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, no aces so far today.
For an ace, you need that perfect hit right in that danger area in between the attackers and the defenders, where there's sort of like that uncertainty of who's going to get the ball.
Abrams looking to find that sweet spot as she gets ready to serve. Important point here.
Giving the ball a few smacks there.
Out of bounds. Not what they needed.
Have they taken their libero out of the game?
And another timeout. Yeah, interesting look at the end there. They took the libero out, Acker, I believe for serving reasons, putting a serving specialist in. But Tufts is going to be up 24-23.
Okay, so something that I've just noticed here on the scoreboard, it said Tufts 22, Bowdoin 23, but I think they got they missed a point. So I think Tufts is actually up by 1, 24-23.
Yeah, a little bit of the scoreboard confusion there.
Yeah, Tufts just need one more point to win the set. And this would be only Bowdoin's second set of the year that they've lost. If, of course, Tufts gets this point.
Offensive look from Tufts here. Zedric Nwankpa, Bell, Bright, and Holt serving,
They want this one right now.
as well as Dessler. Crowd getting into it.
They anticipate something.
Holtz with the serve. Well handled by Kaiser.
Good block by the Tufts defense.
Top half for Tufts. Well rejected by, I believe that was Ashley Williams.
Oh,
Bell looking to end it.
Bowdoin staying alive.
Sheldon takes care of it. Williams sends it over.
There we go.
Here's Zedric to Bell again.
Oh,
Tough play for Sheldon. Bowdoin
a
looks like they're going to stay
play.
alive here as Paul sends it horizontally across the net.
surely
Zedric
now.
again, one
Oh.
more. Try the finesse, doesn't work. Williams,
Oh, my.
what a kill.
Bowdoin, are you kidding me? That was incredible.
Unbelievable point
That
from
was
Bowdoin.
incredible. How many times did it look like Tufts were going to win that point? But no, Bowdoin stuck to it. And for me, it's been a game of a good offensive side in Tufts against a good defensive side in Bowdoin. They've made some great defensive plays. The LeBaron release of Sheldon, there was some great stuff as well.
Folks at home, I've got some exciting news. We have some bonus volleyball here. Nwankpa, too strong for their own good. Bowdoin 25-24.
No, it was
Excuse
tipped.
me, agrees. Wow. Coach Katie looks, she's in disbelief. Look at her, she's saying it was this far above my player. What are you talking about?
I think that's one of the first times she's gotten off her chair.
Uh-oh.
And she is not happy.
And I mean, listen, if I was in her shoes, I don't think I would be either. I know I'm far away. My sight isn't the best. You know, we both wear glasses, but I'm not sure what the ref saw there. Nevertheless, numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. 25-24 Tufts. They need one more to win. It has been an absolute battle, a war of attrition, if you will, in this first set.
Well, I think one thing to point out, in Tufts' last game, in a 3-1 loss, the 3 sets that they lost were very close sets. So this would be a big thing for Tufts, to win a set that is tightly competed.
Yeah, first set's probably going to be a lot of momentum here. Tufts always plays much better when they're in the lead, I've noticed. And rarely are they not in the lead, of course, having 2 extremely successful seasons. These past 2 seasons. Last year they were 23-7.
Whew.
The year before that, they went to the Elite 8 in the D3 tournament. Here's Furash.
Nice serve.
Sends it to Sheldon. Kaiser takes care of it. Oh, wow.
Of course. Of course, Saleh.
Yeah, Saleh. Who else?
Who else but Saleh?
25-25. This set is going to continue.
I think for me, she's been the player of the game so far.
Shout out to the freshman Corey Gray on the Bowdoin bench. Hasn't gotten any playtime, but she has been electric on the bench. Acker has some trouble with it. Here's Stewart. Kaiser, here's Paul. Softly. Furash to Nwankpa. Softly again, and the point's going to go to Tufts.
Great play there by Nwankpa. Again, another, normally we know her for her, powerful shots or powerful spikes or powerful kills. But that was a deft little touch.
Interesting dance from the Tufts bench there.
Ooh, what a serve.
What a serve. That was a serve that they needed, honestly, Tufts. Sheldon unable to dig it out. 27-25. Tufts takes the first set. And what a last 2 points those were. Just a dramatic finesse shot by Nwankpa, and then service ace. And how can you lose with Mr. Brightside playing? So one thing I want to point out to the folks at home is you may notice one of the more valuable players for Tufts last season, Kelly Klimo, not on the court today, changed schools to Vanderbilt for a number of reasons, but she will not be on the court today. Of course, Klimo was a unbelievably talented libero last season, and Acker doing her best to fill her shoes. So, folks, I have some exciting news for those at home. Of course, early in the semester, JumboCast has a lot of new members, and we want to get them trained in for the coming games. So I'd like to introduce my other friend and co-host for the second set, Jarrett Davis. So, Jarrett, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Happy to be here. Got a great game. Super excited. Let's see what comes in the second set.
Of course, Jarrett from Los Angeles?
Yes, I'm from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California. California produces several extremely talented volleyball players. You can see just on the Tufts side, Dessler, Furash, Clay, Bell, Acker, and Jennifer Ryan, who we haven't seen today. Oh, and Captain Maddie Stewart, all from California. So what's the volleyball scene like in California?
You know, everybody loves to be outside at the beach.
True. Didn't even think of that.
A ton by the ocean. Indoors, super popular too, so makes a lot of sense. We have a lot of representation from California.
Yeah, California is a state to be, apparently. So
I would say so.
We've got 20 seconds left till the start of the second set. We've got similar starting five for the Jumbos. Looks like Furash, Bright, Stewart, Bell, and Dessler. Dessler getting a surprising amount of a run for a freshman. You know, early in the season, Cora Thompson is known to use a freshman a lot more than she will in the later games. On the Bowdoin side, we have Corey Gray on the court for the first time today, so keep an eye out for her. She's the freshman out of Winter Park, Florida. In addition to Kaiser and Williams, there's also Paul and, of course, Sheldon. I've got to say, I'm a little bit surprised that Saleh isn't on the court right now. So it looks like Gray will be taking Saleh's spot and rest Saleh's legs a little bit at the start of this second set. Serving for the Jumbos is Rachel Furash. Some interesting communication from Tufts there. I was trying to figure out what it was. Wasn't sure. Good start for the Jumbos. Great serve by Furash. And the Polar Bears could not corral it.
Good start for the Jumbos here.
Wouldn't be surprised if they continue to do what Furash did there and keep the serves away from Sheldon, as she is far and away their best defensive player. They do again. Kaiser's going to set up Williams, and it's going to be rejected by Stewart out of bounds, however, to tie it up 1-1. And Jarrett, familiar pattern. 1 point to the Jumbos, 1 point to the Polar Bears.
Definitely. It's going to be a tight one, I think.
We've got Caroline Flaherty serving for the Polar Bears, right into the waiting arms of Acker. And Nwangpa feints, and it goes to Bell. And Bell with another successful kill.
Big spike right there.
Bell serving, of course, she was the ringleader behind the, I believe, 5-point Jumbo comeback, all on the back of Bell's serves. So looking to do that again. Williams, great kill. Bell couldn't save it. Try as she might. You know, Bell's as much as we tout her offensive ability, is a good defensive player as well, but not the best defensive player in the world. Could stop that bullet from Ashley Williams. Knotted at twos, and Gray is going to serve. Furash shows up to Nwangpa, attacking Gray, and Gray's going to knock it to the other side. That point is going to go to the Jumbos.
Great power there.
Aaron Katie's had enough, pulls Gray off and puts in Saleh. So Gray saw 5 points of action and is going to take a seat on the bench. Acker had some serving troubles in the first set, so it'll be interesting to see what she does here. Yeah, right to the middle. Set up to Paul. Good dig from Bell. Furash got to send it over. Kaiser, Williams, again, close shot, but out of bounds.
Looking for a touch there, didn't find it.
A lot of those close calls so far, right on the line.
Yeah.
4-2, Jumbo see an early lead. Haven't seen one so far this game. Sends it over. And another serve. A lot more success serving so far for either team than there was in the first set.
Caught Bowdoin napping there a little bit.
3-point lead. Tufts continues to build its margin. Acker for her third. Sends it over awkward from Shelder there. That's going to be inbounds.
Just
Great
finds
shot
the
from
line.
Flaherty.
Perfect amount of power on that one. Measured up just right.
Yeah, they've been having some trouble measuring those up, but they have been attacking the back line, sticking to the game plan.
Little exuberance maybe in the first set.
Totally. Lead cut down to 2. King sends it over. Beautiful shot right into no man's land, but it's dug out by Bell. Stewart's going to try to tap it over, but it's met by Paul. Kaiser up to Paul. Paul is rejected by Stewart, and you can see how riled up she is about that one. 6-3 Jumbos. Of course, the tall women on the Tufts side, Stewart, Holtz, and Nwampa were having some not great luck blocking those shots in the first set. So getting that established early will be big for the Jumbos. Freshman Zedrick with the serve. Tapped over nicely again. Tufts doing a good job digging these tough balls out. Bright way out of bounds. Didn't get a good hand on that one. Paul starting as she usually does from way on the edge of the court. Lofts one over to Dessler. Nicely by Holtz, but it's dug out by Sheldon. Not going to get many by her. That's going to be out of bounds on Flaherty to make it 7-4. Jumbos maintain their 3-point lead. A lot of out-of-bounds shots so far for Bowdoin. I think they've had as many in these first 11 points as they did all of last set.
I think you're right there.
Dessler sends it over to King. Kaiser's going to serve it up for Flaherty. Flaherty elects to tap it over. Dessler from the middle line. Well dug by Paul. And a great shot there from, Saleh, the captain. Second point so far this set. Tufts just couldn't handle that one. Too much spin on it.
Setter for Bowdoin there dictated what happened. She decided to tip it over on the second hit and really change the way that point went.
Sheldon with the serve, right to Bell. Zedrick sets it up for Holtz, and Holtz sneaks it by Gray. Well done. Gray and Flaherty standing at nearly 6 feet, so not easy to sneak many by them. And it looks like there's a little bit of deliberation, and they gave the point to Bowdoin instead to make it 7-6. Not entirely sure why, but nevertheless, a lot of deliberation with the referees in this first set and a half here. Sheldon with her second serve looking to tie the game up. Tough dig for Acker, tough set for Bell. Goes to Bright this time. Well blocked by Gray. So that's going to be 2 points for Gray.
Bowdoin getting a little more momentum back right now.
Yeah, totally, and I'm surprised to see it coming on the back of a freshman who didn't get a lot of playtime in the first set. She remains in. Sheldon remains in for her third serve.
That last serve was a beauty. See if she can repeat that.
Firash to Zedrick to Bell. Bell skips it over the net. Well dug out by Paul. Here's Flaherty from just above the middle line. Met at the net. Zedrick to Bell again. Bell tips it. Nothing there. Gray. A little bit of awkwardness from the Jumbo side. Acker sends it to Bright, and Bright sends it over. Kaiser, fantastic play. I was wondering when they were going to bust that one out. Of course, Kaiser, the setter, elects to tap it over without setting it first, catches the Jumbos on their heels, and they take the lead.
It's really been the change in this set.
We see our good friend the towel coming out. First time so far this game. We got really close to these towels last year. Love the towels. You know, I always say a dry court is a safe court, right, Jarrett?
Definitely. Don't want anybody slipping, sliding.
So for any of you seasoned Jumbo volleyball fans, that was Angela Yu's bread and butter move last year, but Kaiser doing it equally as well to put the Polar Bears in the lead. Sheldon putting together a nice string of serves here, and Bell's looking to end it. Awkward dig by King. Flaherty, there's a lot on that one. Yeah, I'm going to call that a rookie mistake on Acker, or I'll call it a sophomore mistake. That was definitely going out of bounds. Acker chose to dig it and send it flying towards the bleachers to give Bowdoin a 2-point lead.
Props to Bowdoin there, though, with the pace on that hit. Didn't give her much time.
Tough dig from Bell. No problem. Holtz sends it over. That's King. Dishing it to Acker. Holtz from the sideline. A little awkward there. Not a great set. Flaherty with a strong kill finds the back of the court. Bowdoin on a nice run here. And a well-taken timeout by Cora Thompson as Tufts falls down 3. So problem in this half, I think, falls on just mental mistakes from Tufts. Sophia Acker with a service error and a defensive error. Of course, being asked a lot of Cora Thompson to fill the shoes of Kelly Klimo. Acker did not play a lot last year and has played nearly the entire game in one of the most physically demanding positions of libero. So it's going to be a learning process for her, of course, still early in the season. But credit where credit is due. Freshman Corey Gray came in, was a little bit shaky in the beginning of this half, but had 2 big blocks to give momentum back to the Polar Bears, which resulted in a 10-point lead.
Kaiser, with that decision to go with the tips for Bowdoin instead of setting it to the outside hitters, has really made a change, and see if Tufts can respond with a change in strategy, maybe get the blockers up there early.
Yeah, Kaiser was all NESCAC last year as a freshman, so great honor. Continuing a campaign this season, too. I believe she leads the NESCAC in sets right now, but I'll have my fact checker check that. Similar faces for both teams. Corey Gray remains on the court for the Polar Bears. And Sheldon has put together a fantastic string of serves. I believe this is her 6th or 7th in a row. To Acker again. Zedrick to Bell on the opposite side. Kaiser to Gray, well dug by Zedrick.
Great effort there, couldn't get there.
Yeah, Zedrick got to the ball, but didn't handle it very well. Bell tried to get a hand on it, didn't work. Tufts down by 4. And Sheldon continues to serve. Taps it to Acker. Up to Bell, taps it over. Kaiser to Flaherty on the opposite side. Bell again, they're working Bell. Oh, net violation, really? Okay, so net violation on Tufts. I believe Bell's fingertips graze the top of the net, which is going to give Bowdoin a 5-point lead.
See some
Furash.
substitutions.
Yeah, so substitutions on the jumbo side. It's going to be Rachel Furash for defensive purposes. And Katie Zhang, I was wondering when we were going to see Katie Zhang. She is a senior setter, Omaha, Nebraska. Played a ton last season. Her and Angela Yu were great setters for the Tufts squad. Flaherty sends it over. Zhang with a little bit of an awkward dig, her first touch of the game. Bell's got to sauce it. Kaiser to Gray. Gray's got some serious power. Oh, well done by Furash there.
Good rally here.
Yep, another good one. Again, good defense from Kaiser. And Bell taps it over. Who else but Bridget Bell to give Tufts their first point in a while.
Bowdoin with the overpass there. That was a mental mistake. Really needed to keep that so we could get it to Kaiser. But allowed Tufts to sneak in here. Maybe see if they can gain some momentum. Yeah,
I got to say, impressed with Corey Gray's attempted kills there. She's got some serious power. And a beautiful serve again from Heather Holtz. Her serving has been on point today. Bowdoin couldn't handle it, and another quick point for Tufts. Lead is cut to 3. Holtz looking to do the same exact thing here. Line drive, out of bounds. Great call by King there. Yeah, well done by King. Great depth perception to just duck it and let it go.
Yeah, it was only a few inches past the line.
Yeah, I don't know how she saw that one. That was good.
Lots of practice, I suppose.
Serving for the Polar Bears is number 9, Kate Kaiser. Line drive to Acker. Acker taps it up to Furash. Nwangpa getting some run here in the second set. Bell, a lot of work. Point. Jumbos.
On the deflection.
Yeah, I believe that was deflected off of Gray. Either Gray or Williams there.
Need to get some more consistency on the set for the Jumbos.
Yeah, they haven't really had a run so far ever since Bowdoin started coming back. But lead is cut to 3, hoping to make that happen. Holtz with the serve. Tough set, so they're going to have to send it over. This is Tufts' time to strike here. If there's ever a time, Stewart, great dig by Sheldon there. Good reaction time. Flaherty rejected by Nwangpa. Here's Williams. Unbelievable shot from the opposite side, right down the sideline of the court.
Big left-handed strike right there.
Williams has had some clutch shots so far. She had a few good ones in the first set, and of course that one there.
Let's look for the big serve here.
Yeah, here's Flaherty. Big serve. I heard some outs from the Jumbo's bench, but Bell decides to play it. And Gray with another point. Look how hyped up she is. And that's a 5-point lead for the Polar Bears.
Bowdoin catch a little fire right now. Hoping to put this set in their back pocket and move on to the third.
Yeah, two totally different Tufts teams we've seen so far.
Maybe getting a little complacent after that first set.
Acker to Furash to Bell. There you go. You know, I mentioned it in the first set. Bell does not like being down. She does not like losing, and she looks to change it there. Good news for the Jumbos as Bell gets ready to serve. She had the longest, led the longest Tufts run last set. Lead is 4 for the Polar Bears. Paul with the dig, Kaiser with the set, Paul with the kill. Rejected by Nwangpa. Williams again with a beautiful sideline shot, and she has had 2 beauties so far this set. Calling in the troops for the Jumbos fan section as some I think they're spelling TUSD, Tufts University Swimming and Diving, has some painted chests. Doesn't help out the Bows, though, as Bowdoin lands another point. Excuse me, that was a Tufts point there, so maybe they are helping out. Shout out to the swimming and diving team. Acker with some serving troubles in the early parts of this set.
Gets a good one in there.
Yeah, solid. Rejected out of bounds by, looked like Dessler. And 17-12, Polar Bears maintain a 5-point lead. Now I figured it out. It says TUSD, Hearts TUVB. So swimming and diving team loves the volleyball team. King with the serve to Bell. Furash punched over by Holtz. A lot of bodies on the ground for the Polar Bears, but they managed to get it over. Furash to Stewart, strong, way out of bounds by Sheldon. Good effort from Sheldon, but not much is going to stop it when Stewart gets going.
No, that power was not going to be denied right there.
Yeah, showing why she's the captain. Even as a junior, you know, Stewart's intangibles. I don't talk about this often, but she's a great leader. You can see her on the bench and in warm-ups before the game. Good hype man. Katie Zhang with the serve, and it's a good one. Tough set, middle play by Paul. Furash to Bell, similar shot, and Bell is going to land one in there. Looked like King was unable to get to it, and the lead is cut to 3.
Zhang crucial on that point. She's serving, got the dig too, a very tough one, and now looks to get another one in right here with the serve.
Yeah, Zhang with the standing serve. Oh, great block by Heather Holtz there. Bell's looking to play it off Zhang. Good effort, but that point is going to go to the Polar Bears, 18-14.
I think Bowdoin can see the finish line.
I think that point is going to go to Abrams, Danielle Abrams, but I'm not, or excuse me, Saleh, but I'm not sure. Serving now is Paul. As soon as we get a little bit of a sweat wiped up off the court. You know, you got to think if Tufts falls down a few more points that they're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, coach looking to see some inspiration from within the team and not have to use the timeout right now. See if that strategy pays dividends.
So with the court cleaned up, Paul is going to get ready to serve. Bell, ooh, tough dig there. Yep, that's Bell's fault. You can see her frustration there. All Saleh had to do was tap it over to give the Polar Bears a 5-point lead.
Bowdoin over there dancing, really enjoying what's going on in this second set.
Yeah, going to take a Herculean effort from Tufts here if they want to take this set. Woo! That was some serious flames from Dessler.
Speaking of
yeah, call.
but it looks like got a little controversy.
Yeah, so point went to Bowdoin initially. Looked like the line judge overturned it and gave it to Tufts. And Sheldon talking to the line judge just to have a little bit of a conversation. It was a close call.
She's got 2 strikes on that line judge. Poor guy. Hopefully he doesn't make another mistake and have her in.
Dessler, good serve. Flaherty out of bounds. She's had a little bit of trouble sending it out of bounds so far today as their lead falls to 3. Good run here from Dessler. This is her 3rd serve. Tapped over, not well by Saleh, and she's going to be met at the net by Heather Holtz. And leads cut to 2. Set's getting a little bit interesting here.
Yes, it is. This is definitely a big point. Cut into that lead, get within 1.
Dessler, the orchestrator of this Jumbo's comeback, looks to keep it going.
A little too much exuberance on that serve, puts it in the net.
Yeah, momentum killer there. Service error for the freshman. 20-17. And bad news for the Jumbos. Lisa Sheldon with the serve.
She orchestrated that run early on in the set.
Yeah, her serving's been great so far today. Another good one there. Furash to Holtz. Holtz sneaks one by Flaherty and Gray. Lead again is at 2.
That serve clipped the net. Man, what precision.
If the Jumbos want to tie it up, they got to do it soon. Not a whole lot of time left in this set. Holtz with the serve. Flaherty way out the back. Bowdoin just looking to stay alive there. Zhang to Nwangpa. Nwangpa met by Flaherty. Uh-oh. No dice for Tufts. A little bit of a mix-up there. And point is going to go to Bowdoin. Defensive look here for the Jumbos as Acker comes back on. Serving for the Polar Bears is Kate Kaiser. Good dig by Acker. Here's Bell. Met at the net quite well, and that's going to stay inbounds. Beautiful block from the freshman there.
Just barely catches the line.
I'm telling you, that Gray Williams 6'1" for the Polar Bears so far this set.
Yeah,
and they've got a 4-point lead to show for it.
It's true. It's been a lot of action right up at the net this set. And as you said, that combination they have there is paying dividends.
Yeah, 2 very different sets here. Jumbo's playing catch-up. Cut it to 2, but of course that service error from Dessler ended that comeback. So 22-18. It's going to be a tight one for Tufts. Let's see if they can pull it off. I have to say, this game has a very similar feel to last year's Bowdoin game, another game that I covered.
We get a repeat from a man over
here. Bowdoin looking for revenge to win on the home court here in Cousins. I'm telling you, not a whole lot of NESCAC opponents have come into Cousins and won. I believe Tufts is undefeated at home for the past 2 years in regular season play.
And the crowd definitely a factor. Those swimming and diving guys are getting loud right now.
Yeah, these Friday night games are always a fun one because a lot of students come out, right beneath us. Alrighty, coming out of the timeout, Kaiser is going to continue to serve. Oh, Zhang, not a great dig. She knows it. Tells her teammates no big deal. Scratch that one.
Looked to set it there. Should have passed it. Little mistake, but Tufts looks to bounce back with the dig right here.
Ooh, another good serve from Kaiser there. Firash trying to save it. Woo, and another block by Gray. I'm telling you, Gray's the hero of this second set.
Yeah, that big block is a big factor in this set.
18-24. Tufts has a big hill to climb if they want to take this set. Kaiser sends it over. Acker to Bell. Rattles around, and Gray not there this time. 19-24. Bowdoin still in the lead. Serving specialist Rachel Furash getting ready to lead the Jumbos on a hopeful comeback. Sheldon, Kaiser. Point is going to go to Tufts. That was a little bit of a strange block from, I think it was Stewart there.
I think actually that hit the net first.
Hit the net first, yeah. Tufts stays alive, 24-20. Furash again, same spot. Going to be Paul DeKaiser this time. Williams again. Tufts caught in an awkward spot, and this set is going to go to Bowdoin.
That big outside hit is really what made the difference on that point right there. Just a lot of pace and couldn't really get the dig we needed for Tufts.
So Bowdoin knots the match at 1 set apiece. 25-20, this set a little bit briefer than the last one. So I believe we're going to bring Lucas Pyle back on. Oh, excuse me. We have another trainee today. Oh, lovely. Okay. We have another freshman. His name is also Owen. I'll let him introduce himself in a second. Hello, Owen.
Hi, how are you?
Would you like to introduce yourself to the JumboCast crowd?
My name is Owen Fitzsimons. Grew up in Hong Kong, so a bit of a new experience being over here watching volleyball, but definitely a sport that wasn't as popular in Hong Kong, but it's great to see so many people out here today supporting the Jumbos.
All right, so 2 Owens in the booth, 2 Owen Fs in the booth too, which is pretty exciting. You know,
the chemistry is
off the
radiant.
charts, yeah. So, you know, JumboCast fans are in for a treat right now.
Absolutely.
Entering the third set, tied 1-1. Tale of 2 sets there. Jumbos did not look as sharp, as energetic in this second set as they did in the first. And the Polar Bears came out firing. They had the lead pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a case where both teams receive similar messages when they go back to the bench, you know, clean up the mistakes and the game's there for the taking. And it's really down to who does that first. You saw in the first set, Bowdoin with some service errors cost them in the end, and then Tufts in the second set. A lot of errors on the digs, I think, so.
Absolutely. So about a minute left before we start action here. So Owen, what's your history with volleyball? Any background in the sport, or?
My history with volleyball, it's complicated. I did a lot of watching of volleyball. I was actually at the London 2012 Olympic volleyball women's final.
Wow, look at that.
So, yeah, I've definitely been around the sport, but never quite played.
That's okay. I did not touch a volleyball until I was in college, and I started announcing right away. So, you know, we wear many hats here at JumboCast. Got to cover every sport.
I'm sure. I can't wait for field hockey season.
37 seconds left until the action starts again. Bowdoin breaking their huddle. And I got to tell you, if they keep on trading sets, these players are going to be pretty winded by the end here, because there are not a whole lot of substitution on the Polar Bears side taking part so far this game. But the 5 we've got on the court now are Gray, Williams, Flaherty, Saleh, and that looks like Kaiser coming onto the court. Great. So same lineup that won the set last set is going to start this set.
All right? If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Absolutely. Jumbo's yet to take the court. I imagine it'll be a pretty similar lineup as well. Got to say, the music choices have been pretty interesting so far today. Like throwback night.
Well, it is September 21st, right? So
That's
you heard
true.
September earlier.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
21st night of September is tonight, so
Topical.
see if the Jumbos will want to remember.
Last day of summer, so some autumnal volleyball for you all.
Love to see the swimming and diving guys getting into it.
Rousing chants from the Fan the Fire fan section. Bowdoin. 3-hour drive from Maine here to Cousins Gymnasium this afternoon. 3-hour ride back. Kaiser starting off on the wrong foot there, sends one out of bounds. Kaiser has not had the best serving day today. And it's going to be Bridget Bell, probably one of the better servers in this match today, all things considered. Sends one to the back of the line to Sheldon. Kaiser sets it up, and that's a good kill from Williams. Grazed off of Stewart's fingertips to tie it up at 1-1.
Interesting, all 3 sets have started out 1-1. So
I know. It's just been back and forth between these two teams. Similar records, similar play styles. Ooh, bad dig from Acker there. Managed to salvage it. Kaiser up to Williams. Here's Acker again, serving it up for Stewart. Stewart gets rejected by Gray. My goodness, has Gray found her stride late in this game here. 2-1 Bowdoin. Not often you see a freshman, at least not on the jumbo side, do you often see a freshman exploding like this, but Gray has had a fantastic game so far. Good dig from Acker there. Simple set by Furash, and that was Vintage Nwankpa right there. Kill right in the middle of the court.
And you have to like the coaching mentality there to keep Gray in the game so long, right? If you're good enough, you're old enough. Shouldn't matter seniority all the time.
Nwankpa from Round Rock, Texas. I actually visited Round Rock, Texas a few weeks ago. Here's Acker with the serve. Oh, Gray with a bad touch there and sends it into the net. Tufts up 3-2. Acker, the sophomore, getting ready for her second serve. Got some tall players at the front of the net for the Jumbos. Oh, and it pays off. Dessler with the dunk. 42.
Great court awareness there.
Yeah, that is 3 6-footers at the net for the Jumbos. Be interesting to see how Bowdoin sneaks one by them. I'm actually surprised it took so long to get the 3 of them on the court at the same time. Another rejection by Dessler. Cross court to Paul, strong hit, but it's saved by Furash. Dessler again. That ball is going way into the stands. Flaherty saying, my bad. Tufts up by 3.
Again, that front 3 working well.
Yeah, I've been surprised by Dessler, particularly freshman on the tough side. So both both tall freshmen on both teams wearing number 1. But her offensive game and defensive game have both looked strong so far today. Williams, holy moly, that was an absolute rocket to the back of the court. Cuts the lead to 3-2. We're going to see Sheldon come off for, I want to say, the first time today.
Yeah, she's really been their danger woman on the court today. So see if Tufts can capitalize.
Saleh, the other co-captain, taking her place. And already Bowdoin missing the defense of Sheldon. And look, she's coming right back on.
I think they heard you down there.
Yeah. I like to think so sometimes. Tufts maintains a 3-point lead. Zedrick, the freshman, representing the Midwest, Peoria, Illinois. Ooh, beautiful kill by Williams. I believe that's her first sort of drop shot today, and it works.
Not much Acker could do about that one.
Yeah, no, good court vision there. There wasn't any backup, any players from the tough side because they were playing 3 up. So just tapped one over. King with the serve. She's been good serving today. She has that knuckleball serve. And it works again. Lead is cut to 1.
You see those mistakes slipping back in and getting it close again. So Tufts will have to sharpen up here a little bit.
Yeah, they just can't figure out King's serves today. I don't know what it is. You can see the strange lack of spin. That wasn't a great example. That had plenty of spin on it. And they figured it out with Heather Holtz.
Great shot there by Heather Holtz.
Yeah, Holtz is a little bit of a late bloomer for this Tufts team. Has a much bigger role as a junior this year. And has been playing great today. 7-5 Tufts. Kaiser sends it up to, oh, that's going to be, flag is waving, net violation.
Net violation, yeah.
Sally, the senior, I believe that's her second net violation of the day, so uncharacteristic from Saleh. Dessler with her second serve. It's line drive to Paul, sends it over. Zedrick up to Bell. Bell right into Sheldon. Point's going to go to the Jumbos. I think that might have been a touch violation. Perhaps a lift. Didn't quite catch it.
I believe so. The coach definitely saw it and got off the bench right away and called
Yeah.
for it. So
third serve from the freshman. Here's Paul. Saved by Zedrick. Tapped over by Bell. Handled. There's Saleh. Was it out of bounds? It was.
That was a close one for sure. You see what she was trying to do there. Just great idea. A little bit lacking on the execution.
So Saleh with the foul and the out-of-bounds shot, unsurprisingly leads to a timeout called by the Polar Bears. Tufts up 10-5. So we talk about this game mirroring itself. Bowdoin was up 10-5 in the last set. Tufts up 10-5 in this set. We'll see if the result remains the same. And I gotta say, the throwback jams today have been strong. This is Kids by Chitty Bang, I believe. Don't think I've heard this song since I was probably in the 8th grade.
This is Opposite of Adults.
Opposite of Adults, based off of Kids by MGMT.
Right, yeah.
Point remains the same. I haven't heard it in so long I forgot the name.
Yeah. Gotta love the, you were saying it before the game actually, that the volleyball team knows their way around a Spotify account. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. They have the best playlist out of any sport, I think. I'll say it. Similar lineups for both teams. Don't think anything has changed, as a matter of fact. Dessler with her 4th serve, and she has put together a fabulous string of serves so far today, after a little bit of a shaky first set, serving-wise. Tufts looking to further the lead. Stacking the left side of the court, Bowdoin is. King with a high ball to Sheldon. Paul sends it over. Played by Zedrick. This is Bright. Bright shoots the gap between Flaherty and Sheldon to make it 11-5 Jumbos. Bright, of course, the captain of the Tufts squad. Hasn't had a ton of playtime today, though. I think Cora Thompson is resting her legs. Zedrick to Bell. Bell to the back line. Caught Bowdoin on their heels there.
Terrific shot from that position there.
Yeah, great shot. I think that was Paul is going to get credit for that point. Just found the space. She's been looking to do that all game. Hasn't had great success with it, but that ball found the gap. She's getting ready to serve. From way, way back. Set to Bright. Bright targets Paul. Paul, good save. That's a set to Flaherty. Sends it right into the awkward zone of Bridget Bell's arms, and Bell was unable to control it.
It's too much power on it there for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Tufts lead, cut to 4. Paul with her second serve. Zedrick to Bright this time. Bright gets rejected. Bell has to send this one over. Bowdoin looking to strike. A little bit of a weak shot there from from Saleh. Flaherty strong. And 2 touches. Yeah, 2 touches on the Bowdoin side.
Again, more mistakes.
Yeah, the technical term, allow me to correct myself, Owen, the technical term for that is double touch.
Double touch.
Tufts crawls their way back up to a 5-point lead. Serving is Heather Holtz. Flaherty right into Holtz's face, I think. Tapped over by Bright, nothing there. Flaherty strong again, and she's going to be rocked by Bridget Bell and Nwangpa.
You can tell she likes that one.
Yeah, Flaherty's just been all guns blazing so far today. If she wants to get it past 6'1" Nwangpa, she's going to have to maybe look into more finesse shots. Holtz, her second serve, skips it off the net, and that is a service ace, folks.
Not the prettiest one she'll ever have, but I'm sure she'll take it all the same.
Don't want to use the word lucky. Maybe it was a calculated move, but
Right.
Jumbos will take points where they can get them. Holtz her third serve. Saleh bounces it off Nwangpa. Yeah, grazed off Nwangpa, and it's going to be 14-8. Bowdoin serving. Captain Sheldon with the serve. Zedrick sets up to Nwangpa. Nwangpa taps it over. Good save by Kaiser. Beautiful shot by Flaherty. Can Tufts control it here? Dunked by Flaherty, and she earned that point, man.
Nope. That point goes to the Jumbos, actually.
You know, the premature celebrations have really been throwing me off today. Point goes to Jumbo. I can only assume it was a net violation on the dunk by Flaherty.
Yeah. I have to say, it feels like Bowdoin's been more on the receiving end of these up-in-the-air decisions.
Yeah, I got to agree. I think that's, I want to say 3 or 4 net violations on Bowdoin today. Not what you want to see. Out of bounds, error follows an error, as I believe Holtz shoots that one out of bounds to make it 15-9. Kaiser serving. Bell looking for her first kill in a while, and she gets it, sneaks it by Sheldon.
Terrific point there, backwards set, off the dig.
Yeah, Tufts gets the break there, and a quick point at that, too.
Again, that's Bridget Bell at the heart of another Tufts run here. So,
Bridget Bell, a proud member of JumboCast, serve. Tapped over by Flaherty. And like I said, oh, excuse me, that was Williams. Yeah, it looks like Williams came in when I wasn't looking and got a finesse drop shot there. 16-10 Tufts. So Bowdoin trading blows with the Jumbos, but is it too late? Tufts has a 6-point lead. Flaherty with the serve, it's a good one. Catches Acker off guard. Whew!
Terrific shot. Tufts will take these 1-for-1 trades in this situation. I don't think they're too concerned.
Dessler has an absolute rocket right there. I don't know how they expect to dig those out. 17-10. Here comes a serve from Acker, the sophomore. Williams steps in, gets 2 points in 2 plays for Bowdoin. She's been efficient today. Freshman Gray with the serve. Bell sets up for Fuhr Ash, and yep, that point is going to go to the Jumbos. Dessler with her second in a row. 18-11, no timeouts for the Polar Bears yet. I have to say I'm a little bit surprised. There it is.
Again, they're listening to you down there.
You know, as an announcer, when you call these things, you get just a little bit of pride. Even when you're totally just guessing, when you're right, it's just, I get pretty hype about that. Continuing with the jams today, if anybody's putting together a Spotify playlist, this is Roses by Outkast. Just an absolute classic. So 45 seconds till we get back into action. Tufts with a 7-point lead. It's been the story of freshmen today, as Dessler and Gray have sort of been trading blows. So with Bright taking a little bit of a backseat today, Dessler has been able to shine at the opposite hitter, outside hitter spot. As I say that, Bright is on the court and Dessler is as well. Oh, okay, so they'll be on the court for the same time today.
See what they can do together now.
15 seconds, energy on both sides. Okay, interesting. Bowdoin going back to how they were in the first set with both captains on at the same time. Started this set alternating captains, and they did the second half of the second set alternating captains. Of course, the captains being Sheldon and Saleh, electing to go with both of them on the court right now. Zedrick's been solid as a setter today. She's with the serve. There it is, Williams. You can use some cheers from the Bowdoin bench because Williams has had 3 points since she stepped on the court in this set.
A little bit of confusion there, but.
So she's going to step off for King, of course, for serving reasons, because King has done a great job serving so far today. To Acker. Bright with a point. That was Saleh unable to get the block there to make it 19-12 Jumbos. Sheldon called out, and she was correct. She has just terrific depth perception. I don't know how they do it because that was like an inch outside. That's why they're athletes and I'm not.
Exactly. That's why we're the ones standing up here.
Paul with the serve. It's going to be Bell with the attempted kill. She sneaks it by Sheldon. For the second time today, Bell has snuck one by Sheldon to make it 20-13.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Bridget Bell today. First time I've seen her play, but definitely leading this team as a senior.
Yeah,
or
Bell's
junior. Apologies.
Yeah, Bell's a junior. She's a great player, offense and defense. She started since her freshman year. Holtz digs it out. Here's Bright, the captain. Sheldon, that's 2 missed digs in a row for Sheldon. Uncharacteristic, but that was a couple great kills from Tufts there.
Yeah, take no credit away from Tufts on those last 2 points. They were both terrific kills.
Tufts 4 points away from winning the set. Saleh again has to send it over. Looks to feed it to Nwangpa. It's a feint to Bright. And double touch, I believe, going to be called on Sheldon. So 22-13. Holtz is putting together a good string of serves here.
Sometimes in a game as close as this, that's one player can be the spark that you need, really.
So again, it was Bowdoin with the big lead last set. It's Tufts with the big lead this set. A little bit of an uncharacteristic look from Flaherty there. Tried to send it over on the second touch, but sends it into the net instead. 23-13, Holtz with the serve again. King to Kaiser to Flaherty, and there it is. Flaherty was looking for that opposite shot from that position for a while, and she got it, sneaking it by, I think it was Zedrick. So here's Sheldon again. I think has only gotten 2 points off this entire game with the serve. Nwangpa, strong kill right by Paul. Nwangpa finding her stride in this set. 24-14.
She's loving that one. Set point now for Tufts. Take it to 2-1. Probably be the first time Bowdoin's faced any proper adversity this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond.
Furash looking to close the door on this set. Good save by Paul. Terrific save by the whole Bowdoin team there. Nwangpa, strong kill, and Tufts is going to take the third set, 25-14.
I have to say, great recovery there by Tufts in that last set. Easy to get down and out after taking a bit of a beating in the second set. But
yeah, that was Tufts volleyball right there in that set. Just very few mistakes, great sets. Nwangpa hit her stride those 2 points at the end there. She's such a fun player to watch. She's so electric. So yeah, 25-14. Tufts with the big win in this set. Bowdoin with the big win in the previous set. And the first set was very close between the two, with Tufts eking out a victory. 2-1. Bowdoin playing for their lives in this next set. So Owen, I have to thank you for this set, or for announcing this set. You're a great companion to this other Owen. So I hope you have a great job with the rest of training, and we look forward to some future broadcasts with you.
Perfect, thank you.
So shout out to Jarrett for covering the second set, and shout out to Owen for doing color for the third set. But we are back to our seasoned JumboCast veteran Lucas Pyle is going to be joining us for the fourth set here.
Yeah, glad to be back. It's been an exciting game, but Tufts certainly dominated that last set.
Yeah, you know, it's this game has been a weird sort of mirror image of itself with a close set in the first set, and then Bowdoin winning big, and then Tufts winning big. So it'll be interesting to see how this fourth set goes. Here's Furash with the serve. Ended with a couple good serves in the last set. Just continue that. Bowdoin on their heels. Furash set to Nwangpa.
Nice.
Nwangpa with her third point in a row.
Yeah, Nwangpa just seeing that right side of the defense for Bowdoin was left exposed. Set by set, she's just improving, and showing her quality.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaiser sort of pushed over by Flaherty. Whew. Bell geared up for that one, and it paid off. Snuck it by Williams, the defender. Of course, Bell leading the team in points with 12.5 today.
Good serve.
That was Williams with the kill, and shout out to Kaiser. 29 assists so far today. That is simply remarkable.
Wow.
Offense really runs through her.
No wonder she was the Rookie of the Year last year.
Yeah.
And if Bowdoin are going to get back in this game, she needs to be playing well. And she started this set well.
Bell, that looked like it was out of bounds to me. Yep.
Close one there, yeah. Officials seem to make the right call, but it was a good idea.
So deuce tied up here early. Here is Flaherty with the serve. Took a little bit off this one. Last one went out of bounds. Oh, I like the idea from Stewart, but that is a really, really tough shot.
Yeah, it is. So hard to execute just that little thing, and she overhit it. But when it comes off, it's one of the best shots to watch.
Yeah, I agree. Flaherty, her second serve. Bell on her heels a little bit. Tries to finish it, but it's dug out by Sheldon. And Acker has been taking a lot of really tough shots today, I have to say. That one goes out of bounds off her forearms, and Bowdoin's lead increases to 2. Flaherty, third in a row. Acker goes with the overhand save there. Stewart going cross court, but dug out by Sheldon. Way out of bounds for our first look at Gabby Koenig. She's the junior out of Carlisle, Massachusetts, not far from where I grew up. So first touch of the day for her, I believe, and it's out of bounds to make the score 4-3. Flaherty to Kaiser.
Nice.
Beautiful shot.
And there we see Ashley Williams with the perfect little dink right over the outstretched arms of Nwangpa, and I believe Maddie Stewart as well.
Yeah, I don't think Williams started, but she leads the team in points right now with 17.5.
Oh!
They're going to call it touch, but Saleh disagrees, saying she didn't touch it, she didn't touch it. A couple close calls so far today.
Could really use a VAR maybe.
Acker. Here comes the serve. Beautiful shot. Not much more you can say about it.
Yeah. And when those spikes are hit with such ferocious pace, it's just so hard to defend. Because you might be able to get a touch, but just not a significant one.
I know. You just can't leave like any gaps.
Yeah.
It's so hard. King with the serve.
Oh.
It's good. Something about King's serves today. Tufts just cannot handle them. King has really got their number. She's got that standing serve, open palm, drops you go fast. And again, they couldn't really handle that one. Kaiser good set to Saleh.
Oh, good dig.
That was Stewart there. Dessler.
Nice.
I got to tell you, this is my first time watching Kate Dessler. She's fun to watch.
That was a smashing kill there from Kate Dessler.
Bullet.
But also a great play by the captain, Maddie Stewart, with the dig to keep Tufts in that point.
Yeah, Stewart had those quick feet. Those quick feet.
Quick feet, so important. Oh.
Zedrick into the net.
Another service error for Tufts. Have we seen an ace yet?
We have seen an ace.
Okay.
I believe it was Heather Holtz. I think it was last set to give them the second to last point.
Okay.
Serve comes into Acker, handles it well.
Nice. Oh, good
Right.
block. Ah,
Whew.
unlucky.
Yeah, good block by Saleh there.
Yeah.
Kaiser getting up there too, but it went out of bounds to give Tufts the point.
Just goes to show again how hard it is to make a good block. Because she got a lot behind it, but just couldn't get the direction.
Mm-hmm. Dessler, after exchanging the ball, gets ready for her serve. Bowdoin on the move a little bit.
Nice, good dig.
Yep, so what happened there is the jumbo player didn't get who it was on the ground, crossed to the other side of the court, I believe, which automatically gives the point to the Polar Bears. Don't see that foul very often.
Oh.
Ooh, miscommunication. Bit of an ugly play there.
Yeah, not really sure what Cedric was trying to do. Tufts at the moment, just losing ground a little bit.
Yeah, you can't give the Polar Bears too many points to with wiggle room, or they'll make you pay. Bright, good push.
Oh, great dig. But here we go. Oh.
Bell with a strong dig, but it was met at the net by Kaiser, I believe. Flaherty again, trading blows here. Kaiser pushes it over. No good, dug out by Sheldon. Flaherty strong again. Acker puts it up. It's a set play for Bright.
Oh,
And well dug by Sheldon.
great rally at the moment. Oh, no.
See, that's not a great decision by Bell. Should have
Yeah.
played that one slower. No need to meet that by the net. They were
Yeah.
just trying to get it over.
Just trying to catch out Bowdoin, but in the end, that mistake, and it's cost Tufts there because now they're behind by 5.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Cora Thompson calls for a timeout for the Jumbos. So what'd you do in your 2 sets off, Lucas?
Good conversation with our director, Ethan. Also watching the game. You know, it's been a great game, and the atmosphere has been great as well, especially in that third set. Great atmosphere, which is always great to see the students come out and support the teams.
Yep, now would be a good time to just thank the rest of our crew. So Jake, Owen, and Jarrett on the cameras for us today, as well as training. And, of course, our lovely director, Ethan Zaharoni, doing a great job behind the scenes for us today. Got some good running mans on the fan section over there. You were daddy's son. You know, I got to say, Lucas, I've had my eyes open for Anthony Monaco today. Haven't seen him.
That's a shame.
It's a shame. Alrighty, similar looks for both teams here. Going to see Koenig back on the court for the Polar Bears.
Nice
Dessler has
set.
served it up.
Oh,
Strong for Holtz, but no good.
that is a great kill.
Great kill.
I think it was Flaherty.
It was Flaherty, yeah.
Yeah, nice shot.
Flaherty, again, one of those all-NESCAC players last year. Junior out of Florida. That Florida to Maine switch for college must be a shock.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
wow.
sure.
Initially, I thought that was a good dig from Koenig, but found the floor there. So 7-12. Bowdoin maintaining its 5-point lead.
Tufts once again taking out their libero.
Yeah, they've done that a lot in these later sets. Could have used the libero there,
Yeah.
as Dessler was unable to handle that shot.
And Sophia Acker back in the game. And she, as we talked earlier, on the roster, she's not listed as a libero. Is there a possibility that maybe she changed positions from last year and it's sort of a...
Yeah, we're not sure about that. You know, there's one listed libero as Bell is going to get the kill there. Sheldon was unable to handle it. There's one listed libero on the Tufts roster who's Madison Clay, transfer student last year. Of course, Clay not in a libero uniform and not playing any libero today. So a little bit of a positional unsurety, I guess, for the Jumbos. You know, Klimo was such a keystone for the Bows last year. Awkward play from the Polar Bears. Koenig was unable to dig that one out well, and it grazed off the net. So Tufts, dare I say, making a little bit of a comeback now, cutting the lead to just 4 for the Polar Bears. Still a big hill to climb. Flaherty.
Oh.
That was Williams with the kill. Williams again. Did she get it? No. Williams has been so money with that sideline shot today, but that one just didn't land. Lead is down to 3.
I thought the Tufts player might have tipped that, but I guess not. And the official right there, he definitely has a better view than I do.
Gotta say, good thing happens when Fear Ash serves. Awkward. Yep, that's going to be a dunk for Maddie Stewart.
Great shot.
Yeah, right on the back of Fear Ash's serves. Got Bowdoin on their heels. Bad set over the net, and that was a layup for Stewart.
Great shot as well because it hit Lisa Sheldon right in the knees, and there's no way you can get your hands down there in time. Just impossible.
Yeah, even for a player of Sheldon's caliber. Fear Ash, her 4th in a row. Kaiser, far from the net. Grazed the net, saved by Tufts. Bell strong, good save. And a good finish from Gray.
Once again, it's the defense of Bowdoin that's really helping them. Because it looked like it was a big attempt for Bridget Bell for the kill, but a great block, and then it set up a kill attempt for Bowdoin, which they took.
Yeah, it was that block from Gray and Williams that set it all up. Flaherty to serve.
Oh, here we
Fear
go.
Ash is set. Nwangpa finesse. Good save by Sheldon.
Nice.
Whew. Firecracker from Williams.
Ashley Williams again.
Just like that, Bowdoin's up 4.
You know, it's a game of runs. You know, Tufts got within 2. They were getting close. And now Bowdoin suddenly have their breathing space again. As something on the court.
Yeah, just drying it off. So that's Sheldon drying it off. She has 21 digs today. Fantastic for a libero. Compared to the Tufts libero, Sophia Acker has 15. Defense has been a strong suit for Bowdoin today. Nwangpa serves it over. Gray unable to handle it. 12-15. Back and forth again here.
I feel like Nwangpa's her last couple of points have been a lot of finesse shots, not a lot of going for the power kills.
Yeah, and that's something that, you know, you saw. You really didn't see any of the finesse from her last year. It was all power. Speaking of power.
Great block.
Wow, that was a rocket from Paul, but an even better block from Stewart.
Sort of a combination of Stewart and Nwangpa.
Yeah, they've been money at the net so far today.
And after Bowdoin got up to 4, now it's back to within 2. I mean, as we expected, a great game, close game.
Yeah, Tufts clawing from behind for a lot in this game. Here's Bell to serve. Kaiser sets it up. Here's Paul. Taps it this time, but she's still blocked. Can't get it by Stewart. Kaiser, nice set again. Beautiful set, beautiful kill.
I think at one point there, Kate Dessler went for the they
called it out of bounds.
Wow. Well,
interesting.
Yeah. And once again, another moment where one team thinks they won the point and it goes the other way.
Right, so that's going to make it a 1-point game. Wow. Sets it up. Here's Paul again. Acker, good dig. Here's the set. Bell with the running push. That's going to be out of bounds.
Tied game.
Tie game.
Wow.
Tie game off of 2 Bowdoin mistakes, 2 out-of-bounds shots.
Do you expect maybe Aaron Cat? Yeah. Oh, no.
No timeout, really.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe not yet. Maybe if they lose the lead or, go maybe 1 behind or 2 behind, maybe she'll call a timeout because they've lost a bit of their momentum. Tied game. And if they lose the set, it's game over.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left, too. We'll see. Bowdoin in an awkward position here, just has to send it over. But they get it to Bell.
Here we go.
Nwangpa.
Good block.
Good block. Fantastic block. Gray. Great shot.
Oh.
Gray has been all over the place on defense and has been getting some great kills on offense as well.
Kate Dessler, they just couldn't get enough of the ball to direct it back in play.
Yeah, no chance for Dessler there. Corey Gray getting ready for her serve. Another Florida native. Serves up. Katie Zhang back in the game for the Jumbos. Dessler, tough. Tried to tap it over. Didn't quite work.
Yeah, went for the cheeky play there, but just as we said before, those are tough plays to execute.
Polar Bears extend their lead to 2. Another Gray serve. Furash behind the back. Stewart, no good. Set from Flaherty there. Out of bounds. Interesting look there. Flaherty got the set. And just want to give a shout out. Allison Hawkins, the freshman, number 12 from Bowdoin, her first playing time so far today. So in this late crunch time, putting in the young guns.
Ooh.
There she is with her first touch.
Oh.
Katie Zhang, diving play, no good. Push it out of bounds. And that was just a terrifically placed ball from, I think, Ashley Williams.
It was a great serve by Sophia Acker. And it looked to have caught out Bowdoin, but then out of nowhere, they hit Tufts right back.
King serves up. Zhang misplayed again. 2 bad digs for Zhang. And that's going to extend Bowdoin's lead to 3.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call a timeout because those are 2 big mistakes. A chance to get level or even, oh no, thought they were going to call a timeout.
Yeah, just a substitution. Zhang comes out, Stewart comes in.
I think that first mistake was just positioning. She wasn't in the right spot. And then the second one just didn't get the right contact. Oh.
Holt, strong serve.
Oh.
Fantastic save. That was Sheldon. Dessler, strong shot. Was it out of bounds? No. Point goes to Tufts. Oh, it was grazed off a Bowdoin defender. Wow. I mean, shout out to Sheldon. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, Bowdoin have had a bunch of those. I mean, their ability to stay in the game, to stay in a point, to keep a point alive is incredible.
Dessler really making a name for herself. She looks like the future of the program. Sheldon. Up to Kaiser. Saleh catches Acker on her heels. 20-17.
You know, whenever it gets set up for Saleh, I'm just expecting a big smash. And that one right there was another good kill.
Yeah, well done. We've got both of the Bowdoin captains on the court right now.
Oh.
Hawkins with the serve, and it's an ace. Hawkins playing time in the most critical moment of the match for Bowdoin, and what does she do? She gets an ace. Unbelievable. What a moment for her. Unsurprising, timeout, call from Cora Thompson. So right now we're listening to Kiss Me Through the Phone, another early 2000s jam, just to keep you guys updated on the Jumbo's volleyball playlist.
They never disappoint with their music.
No,
never
they really
disappoint.
do. They really do have great music.
I mean, they were playing Jesse McCartney earlier.
Oh man, the best.
They did.
Yeah.
Fallout. No, not Fallout Boy. Who they
Panic
do?
at the Disco?
Yeah, no.
The
Mr. Brightside.
Oh, the Killers.
The Killers.
Yeah,
there we
classic.
go. I mean, they're all sort of the same, right?
Alrighty, taking the court for the Jumbos. We've got Acker, Bell, Bright, Dessler, Zedrick back in the game. Interesting. And Holtz. Bowdoin yet to take the court. It's looking like King, Kaiser, Sheldon, Hawkins again with the serve, and Saleh. So strong lineup for the Polar Bears. Allison Hawkins, another California native and a freshman, with her second serve. Another good one to Bell. Oh. A whole lot of power on that one, but right into the net.
The away support is certainly starting to perk up a bit here to our left. And they're sensing that Bowdoin are going to get this set.
22-17. Great serve there from Hawkins. Bell dug out by Hawkins. Kaiser to Saleh, way out of bounds. Oh no! Grazed by a Tufts player. Bowdoin on the verge. 2 points away from sending this to the 5th and final set. Hawkins, her fourth serve.
Oh, nice.
Oh, guided over, but it was a great dig. Great dig from King. Dessler with the power. Sheldon is there, but a miscommunication. Flaherty thought King had it. King thought Flaherty had it, and in the end, no one had it. Point goes to the Jumbos.
Not surprisingly, Bowdoin leading Tufts on the number of digs. They've been incredibly defensively for me.
Dessler's going to need a run here. Opposite side hit. There's Bell. Inbounds.
Man.
Fantastic cross-court hit from
Great
Bell.
shot.
Probably her best of the day.
Long distance shot. Saw where Bowdoin didn't have a player, and she picked her spot.
So with Gray off the court for Bowdoin, they lack height, and Bell guides it over the heads of the Bowdoin players, and already they're on their heels. Tough dig. Acker, Bell again.
Nice.
Oh, and she pushes it this time.
That's
She
a
backs
great
up the
shot.
power shot with the finesse.
The coaches for Tufts ecstatic with that play. Maybe they worked on something on the in practice that's worked out here on the court, but great play again.
It's like a pitcher mixing up the fastball with the breaking ball, 23-20. Flaherty looking to change that, but oh, look at that.
Oh.
Point goes to Tufts. It's a lift on Bowdoin. A lift on Bowdoin late in the game. Critical error. Shout out to Madison Clay getting her first action of the game, but it's going to be a timeout Polar Bears. Wow.
Yeah, getting right back in the game. Well, it was 23-17, and now, who knows? The fourth set is still up for grabs. It looked like Bowdoin had it under control, 2 points away with the serve, but they've lost it now, in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Tufts gets the break point. 2 strong points from Bell, and then a lift on Bowdoin. Now Bowdoin's still in the lead by 2, and still only 2 points away from sending this to the last set. But Tufts nipping at the heels and with the serve.
I think actually in that last point, I sort of thought Heather Holtz got away with one a bit. She went for, like Bridget Bell had in the earlier point, or actually in the previous point, had gone for like that little thing. She also went for, I thought it was the wrong decision, but in the end they get the point because of the violation by Bowdoin.
Alrighty, so 15 seconds till we resume action. And what a moment for Kate Dessler, serving in a critical part of the Jumbo's game here. So the freshman has a lot of responsibility on her shoulders right now. Cora Thompson deciding to keep her in. Here comes the serve. Sheldon to Kaiser. To Saleh. Miscommunication there, but the Jumbos survive. Bell to Sheldon. Well dug by Sheldon. Flaherty sends it over. There's Clay. Bell again. Rejected by Saleh. The point is going to go to Bowdoin.
Oh, that was so close. It was so close.
Fantastic block from Saleh to make it 24-21. Bowdoin looking to close the door on this set. With the serve from Sheldon. Sheldon nicks it over the net, and it's an ace to end the set. It's an ace from Sheldon to end the set. Folks, we are going to the 5th and final set. Shades of 2017 when it went to 5 sets in Maine. It goes to 5 sets again here in Medford. Unbelievable end to that set. So, folks, we're going to the last set.
We're going to the last set. And, of course, I mean, as we predicted before, I mean, this was going to be a close game, and it is a close game. And that last serve there, you know, a little bit fortunate. I believe it was Lisa Sheldon with the serve. Deflected, hit the net, and just dropped, and there was no chance for Tufts. But now it goes into that final set, and, you know, it's not just about skill when it goes to the 5th set. It's about stamina. Can both sides keep up the great effort that they've kept?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty wild. The way that Bowdoin swung the momentum back when it seemed like everything was coming up Tufts. You had those 2 points from Bell, but Bowdoin stayed strong and managed to eke out the win there. And it's just been an unbelievable game so far, all around, all things considered. So, the final set does not go to 25. It is a shortened set. We're getting our fact checker to check what rules they go to, or excuse me, what score they go to. Okay. 15. Thank you, fact checker. This is exciting. I don't broadcast many 5-set games.
This is my first volleyball game ever, so, you know, getting to the 5th set, it's always very exciting.
There's been a lot of volleyball today, of course. 2 sets coming right down to the wire, one going into overtime, and getting a 5th set there. So Bowdoin, with 1 set lost this whole season, is taken to the 5th set of this game.
Their undefeated record is on the line right now. And this, you know, this has implications not just for the overall record, but for conference play as well. Both teams up in the top half, undefeated 2-0 in NESCAC play. And a win for either would be massive in terms of their standing in the NESCAC.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time Tufts lost a NESCAC regular season game at home. It has certainly been a while, over a year. Tufts doesn't look particularly nervous, laughing and dancing along to the ABBA that's currently playing. Taking the court, we've got Nwankpa Bell, Furash, Holtz, and the libero Acker is going to come in as well. So Clay getting some run at the end there, probably to save some Tufts legs, because players have got to be getting pretty tired by now.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a lot of substitutions.
Yeah.
All right, 10 seconds till the action gets started. Sally's going to be starting this set on the bench.
That's big.
So looking to see when she comes back in. That's pretty interesting.
I don't think I've seen a better team spirit than this Tufts women's volleyball team. I mean, they just look like the most cohesive unit, just all together.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. You know, credit to Maddie Stewart, the junior captain, which already says a lot in and of itself.
Yeah.
But definitely like an energetic leader. This is Kaiser with the serve. Bell is going to get the first point of the 5th set.
And it's so important to start sets well. And with a big hill like that, I mean, that gets you going right away. That gets the momentum going.
Especially with how often the team that scores first ends up winning the set
Yeah.
today. Things happen in all but one set. Bell with the serve.
Oh, good serve.
Tough dig. Well played. Flaherty into the net. 2-0 Tufts. So tough mistake there for Bowdoin.
Yeah. And because it's not first to 25, these early points have more importance.
Huge.
Oh.
Bell. Frustrated. Serve goes into the net. That is a service error. Tufts, I believe, 10th of the day.
Yes. Yeah. That's been certainly one of the negatives to their performance this evening.
Only 5 service errors for Bowdoin. Nwangpa's shot is going to be blocked by Gray.
Oh.
And that's a beautiful cross-court shot from the freshman Dessler to make it 3-1.
I think Dessler and Bridget Bell, for me, have been probably top standout players. Bridget Bell with her consistency, and then Dessler has come up in big moments, big shots.
Absolutely. Spoiling the good block there from Bowdoin. Here it is again, looking for Williams this time. This time it's going to be Hawkins. Bell from the back of the court. Tough set.
Oh.
Had to finger roll. Wow, and that is a very lucky point for the Jumbos. It was not a great set. Stewart with a desperation play pushed it over.
Actually, Williams sort of stuck her foot out to try and keep the ball up, but she couldn't get it.
Is a legal play,
No.
as a matter of fact. Here's Acker, her second serve. 4-1 Tufts. She had Flaherty on her heels.
Oh.
Gray with a nice shot, but
Dig.
it's digged. Doug.
Oh.
Stewart way out of bounds there. 4-2. Bowdoin's been great at orchestrating these long runs. Tufts has got to play some pretty good defense here.
I wonder, is it possible to try a shot from, like, sort of hit it around the net? Do they ever do that?
Not that I've ever seen. Furash. Dessler.
Oh.
Yep. That's going to be a net violation on Bowdoin to make it 5-2 Tufts.
Just getting a clarification from the fact checker that you actually cannot do that. So
You cannot do that.
it's a violation.
Thank you, fact checker. Alrighty, this is Zedrick with the serve. Floats one in.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic.
That's a great shot.
Fantastic shot from Williams.
I think we've seen Williams do that shot before. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And now they've got Sydney Saleh right back into the game.
Yep, that's a big substitution. Yeah, that backcourt help from Tufts has not been there for those drop shots. I'm surprised Bowdoin hasn't tried more of them. Bad news for Tufts as King gets ready to serve. They have had some serious trouble with her serves today. Handle this one okay. Is Dessler, was it inbounds? It was.
Oh, that, I have got to say, that looks like for me it didn't look in, but.
I think the Bowdoin crowd is agreeing with you. One woman in particular was holding up her glasses to the ref. Classic roast. But emotion from the Tufts side. Here's Dessler with the serve. Tough set for Kaiser. Oh, fantastically done. That was such an awkward position for Kaiser, but she managed to set up a fantastic set.
I mean, as we said before, Kaiser has been the orchestrator of most of Bowdoin's attacks.
Yeah, love watching her play. She's a good player. Great player. The serve from Hawkins. Here's Bell.
Nice.
It's going to go off. I believe that was Saleh. Make it 7-4 Tufts.
Kate Kaiser, just to go along with that fact, Kate Kaiser has 39 assists.
Oh, my God.
The next highest is Lisa Sheldon with 6.
That is 39? That's
39.
spectacular. Kaiser, Saleh. Backcourt saved by Dessler. Set to Nwangpa, changes her mind. Wow.
She is really getting that finesse shot down. And a timeout has to be called.
Yeah, she had her mind set on power, but switched it last minute. So they actually switch sides halfway when a team reaches 8 points in the fifth set. All righty. 8-4 Tufts. Heather Holtz with the serve. Timeout Bowdoin. Well needed.
That's the timeout.
So with Tufts just a couple points away from clinching victory, Bowdoin is going to have a little conversation. We'll get some game leaders for you guys right now as the Polar Bears take a timeout. Assists on the Bowdoin side, as we just said, led by Kate Kaiser, 39 assists. Diggs is going to be led by Lisa Sheldon with 23. So the Libero doing a great job there. overall points is actually Ashley Williams with 21.5, so not a starter, but leading the team in points. Lucas, would you like to say the Tufts game leaders?
Well, for Tufts, Rachel Furash with 34 assists. Ariel Zedrick, also not a starter, but she's coming with 16 assists. A bit more of sharing of the wealth for Tufts.
Back to the action here at Cousins Gymnasium. Like I said, Heather Holtz with the serve. Bowdoin coming out of a timeout. Let's look to see what they have to do here. Down 4 points. King to Kaiser. Kaiser serving it up to Flaherty. Flaherty with a rare finesse shot from her. Tufts has to send it over. Tufts on their heels. Bowdoin with the advantage here. Again, Tufts has to send it over. Bowdoin again with the advantage. Here's Saleh.
Oh,
good dig from Zedrick. Bridget Bell, we got ourselves a rally here. Good save from Sheldon, colliding bodies a little bit. Flaherty has to send it over. Holtz, awkward set. Zedrick to Nwangpa, no dice. Saleh again to Zedrick. One of the longest rallies of the game here. Nwangpa going for the dunk, no good. Good block by Bowdoin. Zedrick sends it over to the back. Kaiser Saleh again from her spot. Bell had to get down low, and it's Nwangpa. It's Christina Nwangpa caught Sheldon on her heels. What a well-fought point from both sides.
Look at the reaction of the Tufts players. They know how important that point was, especially since after such a long rally, all the effort they put into it, and they got the point.
Yeah, good defense from Tufts even without their libero, Acker, on the court. Holtz looking to get Tufts in double digits here. Not if. Oh, goodness.
Oh, incredible.
Oh, incredible defensive show. Tufts has to reset here. Bright sends it over. Here's Bowdoin with a set play. It's going to be Flaherty. Oh, good dig from Zedrick. And it's Bell sending it over. Saleh! Well done.
They just kept going.
My
And you have to
goodness.
say, in the end, they deserve that point, Bowdoin.
Absolutely. Tufts had the good save, but Bowdoin had so many set plays, you knew it was just a matter of time before they drilled one.
Saleh out of the game now.
Here's Sheldon with the serve. Bright gets the kill on King.
They're closing in, Tufts.
Emily King, tough dig. 10-5. Furash with the serve. She's put together some great runs so far today. King with the dig to Kaiser. To Flaherty, my goodness.
Goodness gracious me. What a kill.
Flaherty is an incredible offensive player.
Bowdoin not done. You know, they've got the ball now. Yes, it's a 4-point game, but as we've seen, you know, the teams, Bowdoin and Tufts have gone on runs.
Tides can shift quickly. Bowdoin crowd on their feet. Furash, here's Bell. Did it get in? It did. They give the point to Tufts. Bell, a absolutely dime corner shot right there.
Bridget Bell, time and time again, has come up with the big money shots, and she leads all Tufts players with 18.5 points.
7 digs as well. Fantastic. 17 kills, 7 digs. Not too bad from Bridget Bell. Second timeout for Bowdoin. This is going to be their last timeout for this last set. Down 5 points. Tough hill to climb.
For sure. I mean, you have to say at the moment it looks like it will be a Tufts win, but you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's the 5th set. You know, Bowdoin is a very good team.
Yeah, you know, you got to assume that Bowdoin's going to put both their captains out here for the rest of the game.
I think they need the power of Saleh.
You know, I got to say, looking at the Jumbo schedule and knowing the lay of the land for the rest of the NESCAC, this could be a statement win for the Jumbos early in the season if they manage to pull it off. Same can be said for Bowdoin, absolutely.
For sure. Especially if they were to come behind in the 5th set away from home. And Bowdoin are actually quite a good team away from home, 5-0 this year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Only 2 home games then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a kill. My goodness. Give that one to Ashley Williams.
Ashley Williams for me has been superb. And she switched up well. She's had some great little, deft touches, as well as, the power spikes.
Whatever Coach Katie did in the timeout, it worked.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh, wow.
great play.
Great play all around from Bowdoin. Fantastic.
To get the block on that Maddie Stewart attempt for a kill.
Cut the deficit to 3.
Yeah.
And timeout Tufts.
I mean, just like that, the game, in an instant. You
Right.
can't blink.
Right.
Or else you'll miss that sudden change.
That was 2 fast, clean points for Bowdoin right there.
Who's the DJ? I mean,
I don't
this
know.
DJ is incredible.
We got to tip him at the end of this. So game time for this game, clocking in at just over 2 hours now. One of the longer volleyball games you'll see. So thank you all for tuning in with us. Bowdoin takes the floor with 30 seconds left in the Tufts timeout. Tufts with the usual suspects out there. Flaherty with the serve. (11 to 8). Serve is into Acker. Furash. Dessler, big hit.
Nice.
Both teams doing a good job coming out of timeouts and getting points.
Dessler once again with a big time play.
Yeah, huge.
And for a freshman, I mean, that's incredible.
Right. She had that ace, too, earlier in the game.
They're closing in Tufts.
Acker communicating with the coaches. Serve coming in. Line drive to Flaherty. Williams again. Williams is calm, cool, and collected. She lets her teammates do the celebrating for her when she gets a point. Lead remains at 9. Lead remains at 3, 12 to 9, Jumbos.
She's leading everyone with 22.5 points, Williams. Oh.
And that set from Furash is just over the head of the Holtz. Of course, Holtz being 6 feet, just over the head of her. Lead is now 2.
Bowdoin are not going down without a fight. The never say die attitude continues for the Polar Bears.
Gray the serve to Bell. Bell on her feet. Pushed over. Williams again, finesse, blocked by Holtz. Well played by Tufts. Dessler picking on Flaherty in the back corner. Williams again. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Dessler, and the lead is now just 1. Bowdoin mounting an impressive comeback, and Tufts is going to take a timeout.
I mean, and it's incredible how this game shifts back and forth. I think it might have been 10-6 or something for Tufts, and Bowdoin were without both their timeouts, and now it's suddenly a 1-point game, and Tufts have no timeouts now.
Yeah, unbelievable job from Bowdoin there, and this whole game has been crazy. First set was super close. Second set was Bowdoin's favor. Third set was heavily Tufts' favor. Last set was very close. And now fifth set is only 1 point difference right now. 4 points separating Bowdoin from continuing their undefeated season.
As we see, Tufts have 64 kills to Bowdoin's 57. But
wow.
Bowdoin have more blocks and more block assists. So what will come out on top? The blocks or the kills?
Dessler, strong hit. Going to be dug all the way to the Tufts side of the net again. Stewart out of bounds. Hit the referee. Tie game. Tie game. Unbelievable.
She just couldn't find that right corner there. And Bowdoin have clawed their way back into it.
Bowdoin with momentum on their side, thanks to Gray. Serve comes in. Bell. To Stewart again.
Ah,
I mean, wow.
great shot. Clutch shot.
Everybody in this auditorium was thinking that she was going to go for the kill shot there, and she drops it in. Wow.
And to show the confidence there as well, because the previous point, she missed the shot, but she decides to switch it up this time to go to even a tougher shot, and she still made it. Incredible.
Zedrick, the freshman, tall order on her plate to serve the Jumbos to victory.
Oh.
Out of bounds, 13-13. Bowdoin stays alive.
Another service error. It's the 11th for Tufts.
Here's King, probably the best server on both sides today. Dessler, well dug by Flaherty. Trying to be pushed over by Hawkins, no dice. Hawkins again.
Oh.
Blocked out of bounds. And 1 point separating Bowdoin from victory.
Incredible.
Crowd is now on their feet. Match point here in Cousins Gymnasium. King again. Ooh. Tough dig. Hawkins. Dug by Bell. Here's Bright. Bowdoin has to get it over. Hawkins, good dig by Bell. Bright again.
Oh.
Fantastic job by Sheldon.
Great rally.
Oh, good set by Kaiser.
Ah.
And that's game, folks. Bowdoin with an unbelievable come-from-behind victory in the 5th set to beat Tufts 3-2 at Cousins Gymnasium. Unbelievable job by Bowdoin.
I mean, they showed it time and time again throughout this game, their never-say-die attitude to stay with points. And perfectly on display here in the 5th set. They were down by 4 points. And to come from behind like that is absolutely incredible.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable job by Hawkins. Unbelievable job by Kaiser in those final moments.
Away from home as well. I mean, that's a statement victory for Bowdoin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be keeping an eye on them in the rest of the in the NESCAC and eventually if Tufts face them in the tournament. So thank you all for joining us for this game. Game time clocking in at just over 2 hours and 10 minutes. And for Lucas Pyle, I'm Owen Finnegan. This is JumboCast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Tufts football game that we are covering. And we will be covering nearly every single home volleyball game for Tufts this season. So please be sure to tune in as well.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Got it.